This is the There Is Another Way podcast from spencerbruce.com. Making life work as a creative. Hello boys and girls, Brucey here with this week's There Is Another Way podcast. How you all doing out there? Hope you all had a fantastically awesome week. Another week down. Where does time go? Hope you found last week's podcast interesting. I'd like to do a big shout out to all the new followers we have on Twitter. Thanks for signing up, following along. For those of you who don't know, there is a Twitter account at more to this, and that is a number 2 rather than the word 2. So more to this. So do follow us on Twitter if you're that way inclined. Hello to all those who've recently followed us on Twitter and all those who've joined us on the Facebook group. There is Another Way podcast on Facebook. So do come along, do say hello, do be part of the conversation. Thanks for all the feedback on last week's topic. I guess it was quite a philosophical one for a change. I hope you found it interesting and inspired you to have a think about how you perceive the world, what perception means, what the perception of success actually means, and how it might change or probably won't change as you become more successful. Trying not to think of success or our perception of success, particularly of what we see on television or portrayed in the media, because I think it's very easy sometimes to imagine being successful is ourselves being on the other side of the camera and living that lifestyle, because that's not real. Television isn't real, film isn't real. It's all a world of make-believe. And the sensations that you think you might feel through experiencing what we see on television or in film isn't real. Reality doesn't change. The way you taste things, the way things feel to the touch, nothing changes in that respect. All that happens is that your life no doubt be slightly easier, having more money, and you'll feel more secure. That's the only difference. You fundamentally might change in your attitudes, but the way you are, the things you like, the things that you taste probably won't change. But at the same time, change is amongst us. And this was the other crucial message from last week. And the more I think of it, the more I realize how important it is. Change is happening so much. So many things have changed in my lifestyle. And it's kind of relevant for what I'm going to talk about today on the podcast. This week's topic is the fact that I'm saying is things have changed. And that's a crucial thing to bear in mind with all the information I'm about to give you. Things are changing. Things have changed. The way we use the telephone, for example, has changed in my life. The record industry has changed in my lifetime. The way I record music has changed. In the space of 10, 15, 20 years, things have disappeared. Things have come along like the iPod and disappeared. It's changed the world and disappeared. So you need to be the disruptor, the person who changes things. Listening to all this advice is great, but always bear in mind that people giving you the advice or writing something, it's probably too late, or there is a lot of noise, because the things that are happening, the things that are really groundbreaking, we don't really know until they happen. Thinking about YouTube videos and the success people had on YouTube, most of the people who are really successful on YouTube currently didn't know what they were doing. They were just starting out and posting videos of things they were interested in. Now it's grown into an industry and the big boys are getting involved. It's become too saturated. And I'm going to discuss that a little bit in today's podcast. So without any further ado, let's get on to this week's topic. 20 ways to make money online right now, this second. That's what we're going to talk about this week. 20 whole ways to make money, easy money, instantly. That's what you want to hear, isn't it? That's exactly what you want to hear. And I'm going to give you 20 whole ideas of how to make money, and then we're going to discuss them. So let's start. What I will say from the outset, all these are possible. You can make money from these, but you have to be mindful of what you mean by money. If you mean £5, that is money, and you can make £5 online. But bear in mind that a lot of the things I'm going to tell you, you will definitely make money, but perhaps not a lot. That is the crucial thing. So when someone is out there telling you that these are guaranteed ways to make money, yes, you will put £5 in your pocket or $5 or $10. But that's not enough to live on. But you're making money, so they haven't lied to you. We're going to go through some of these things that will make you money. Perhaps not a lot. And that's the thing we'll discuss when I've rounded up. Coming in at number 1, sell something on Etsy. If you've got a product, if you're a creative, you're designing something, sell it on a website like Etsy. Number 2, take online surveys, something like YouGov. There's lots of these surveys, My Survey, Nielsen online, where you can do a survey and you can make some money. Number 3, sell some old stuff on eBay. That's a great way. Part of our There Is Another Way lifestyle is getting rid of loads of all the stuff that we have around us that isn't really useful. You can make money from that. That's money you've spent, money in the bank that you can put back into your pocket. And that's a great way, I will say, of if you're thinking about jumping or doing something different, get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and you can accumulate a lot of money in a short period of time by selling it on eBay or on Gumtree or one of those sites. But at the same time, that's not sustainable. You can make a shed load of cash from your existing stuff, but once it's gone, it's gone. So it's a way of making money, but it's a very short-term way of making money, because once it's gone, it's gone. Of course, you could say at number 4, buy stuff on eBay and then sell it on eBay. Flip things. That's the way that some people do it, but lots of people are in on that game now. So it's probably too late for that one, because the experts are in there. You can still get a bargain, but the amount of effort I think involved in PayPal fees and eBay fees probably doesn't make it viable, unless you really are an expert on a niche and you've got plenty of time to sit around scouring eBay, looking for those bargains and then putting them back up there and hoping that you make a profit on it. That's just auctioneering. That's been around since forever, and it's still valid on eBay. So it's a way of making money. 5, start a blog. You can make money through blogging. Just write some good content and put some adverts on your site, and hey presto, money will come in. Become a virtual assistant. If you've got some skills, there are plenty of sites out there where you can help other businesses out. Go to sites like Fiverr.com or Upwork or People by the Hour. Be a virtual assistant and help people with their spreadsheets, proofreading, transcribing, anything like that. Number 7, start your own podcast. Just like this. And put a podcast out there, one podcast out there. Instantly, you've got 10,000 listeners, because that's what you kind of need to secure any form of sponsorship. And hey presto, you're making money. Doesn't quite work that way. Number 8, become an Uber or Lyft driver. If you've got a car, go out there, sign up for Uber and drive your car around and take people on. Create an ebook. If you're an expert in something, why not write an ebook on it? Write your book, put it up there, get it uploaded to Amazon, write it in Word, very easy, save it as a PDF, upload it to Amazon, hey presto, you can make money. Number 10, another one of mine, create a YouTube channel. Very similar to your ebook. If you've got a skill, if you've got an idea that you can communicate well, why not create a YouTube channel and roll in the money that comes in from the advertising on your channel? Whenever you get a view, you get some money, about 0.00001 pence. But hey, it's money, it's coming in. Now this one is pretty good. You can save money online by doing some research. You can usually get better rates on things like home insurance, your travel insurance, your telephone bills, all these kind of things. If you scout around online at some of the comparison sites, you can actually save money. So that is a great way of instantly saving some money, putting it in a pot for your There Is Another Way lifestyle. Number 12, if you've got a spare room, get on Airbnb, rent out your room, rent out your spare space. That is quite a good one in this day and age, particularly if you live in a big city and real estate is at a premium, and if you've got some space and you don't mind the company, or you've got a way of shutting it out, Airbnb, you can make a living from that, and you can do that right now. You just sign up for the site, and they are the disruptors that we talked about last week. They are the people who are killing hotels to some extent. The ethics, the rights and wrongs, that's for you to decide on. But There's no denying it's out there, there's no denying it's working, and it's no denying some people are finding it preferable. Number 13, if you like photography, sell your pictures. Go onto a site like iStock or Shutterstock or Getty Images if your images are good enough, pond5.com. Go up there, upload your content, and people will buy it. Get paid to search the web. If you go to a site like QME, that's QMEE.com, you can earn rewards for searching Google or Bing or Yahoo, and it's a simple add-on to a browser. Number 15, online market trading. Become a trader. You can do that online. The barriers to entry are much smaller. There's sites like Plus500, eltoro.com where you can sign up. They also give you free money and you can trade. You can make money on stocks and shares or currency exchange. Just go for it. Number 16, the one I hear of all the time, affiliate marketing. You've got a good presence online, either through your social media or through your blog or through your website. You can bring in money through promoting services of other companies or marketing products of other companies. You just sign up for a member of the affiliate, say something like affiliate window, and see which merchants are on there that you think your friends might buy. Grab the link and share it. And if someone buys something, you get a commission. Old school. Number 17, join something like Amazon Mechanical Turk, what's also known as being a click worker, or join a site like clickworker.com, where businesses have tasks that they need done very quickly, usually something which is pretty mindless, data entry, web research or form filling, and you get paid for the work you do. Unfortunately, it's usually very small amount, but if you're sitting watching television, you could knock something out very quickly if it's a boring, mindless task that people don't want to do. That's a way of earning money. Get cash back when you're shopping. Sites like Quidco, they all offer you cash back on purchases you make online. So if you are buying a lot of stuff online, use one of these sites and you're generating money back from the commission that they would have paid to other people. Number 19, the good old-fashioned competition. There are so many online competitions, and if you've got the time, why not sign up for a competition? That's an easy way to make money online if you're lucky and if you win. But the more competitions you enter, the more you're likely to earn. Number 20, sell your education. Become a tutor. If you've got knowledge in something, and that could be whatever it is, the creative skill that you're doing or the work that you currently do, and you feel that someone else there might benefit, why not create a course? Create your online course through something like Udemy and sell it through Udemy. So there we have it, a quick run through of 20 ways to make money online right now. Easy ways. So you might tell through this there's a little bit of sarcasm in my voice potentially. I don't mean it that way. These are, as I stated from the beginning, ways you can generate money online. You could go on right now and start generating something. But hopefully you're seeing the point here where what I'm saying is these, on the whole, are very small amounts of money. So when you see all these websites that are offering you tips and advice on how to do it, I can guarantee you if you go online and start searching for ways to make money online, most of these things will come up on a whole range of websites, even ones that you have to pay for, where someone says, guaranteed success to making money online, and they'll probably list exactly the same things. Like I said at the beginning, you can generate some money, but it probably isn't enough to fund a lifestyle. You'll say, but you're doing some of these things. Yeah, I am. I have an ebook out there. I have an Amazon channel. I even have a podcast. I don't make any money from this podcast at all. In fact, this podcast is more a work of passion than anything else. I love helping people. That's, the very nature of who I am. And I've had a lot of these conversations with my friends over the years, and I thought it would be useful to compile them into a podcast so that I don't have to keep repeating myself. But I will for anyone who wants me to. But you get the point. I thought there's a lot of people out there who want this information or would like this information, so why not share it with everyone? My YouTube channel does generate some money, but again, the point I'm thinking about all these things is, and I've said this time and time again on the podcast, when people are telling you about these things, on the whole, that means it's probably too late. The big boys are already in there doing this. The experts, when someone finds out about something and shares something, it shares really quickly. And loads of people get involved. If you were at the beginning of YouTube putting out your YouTube videos, you've got a head start on everyone else, but it was undiscovered territory. No one really knew they could make a lot of money for it. And the guys who have already done it. And now everyone's on there trying to do it. And the cake has just got so much smaller. You can have a piece of the cake. And you might get lucky. You might produce that cat video that gets 100 billion views and you're laughing. But there are so many people out there now trying to produce cat videos. There are so many people out there trying to do some of the things that even I'm trying to do. What I am trying to do now is find things which are different, which make my channel stand out different. YouTube isn't really going away unless Facebook video really takes off, but I think there's a few issues there and it hasn't really got the buy-in. But there is so much information vying for our attention that it's a pot. And if you've got the time and the inclination and the skills, it's a pot which can generate you some income, but not enough to probably pay the rent unless you're churning out income. And this is the crucial thing about all these ways I've told you. It's not as simple as making something and put it on Etsy and you can give up your job. And I know you're not as stupid to think that, but I think some people get caught up in the mystery that is, if I produce some content, if I produce a product, I put it online, hey presto, everything is good. Now, the idea is fundamentally correct, but you've still got to do a lot of the business work. That doesn't go away. You still got to promote it. You still got to invest in marketing. You still got to spend time getting people to pay attention to what you're doing. One of the ways of doing that is producing something which is unique and people like, which is different. And that is, again, the key message I feel for you guys is, if you're looking at stuff and trying to emulate stuff and trying to copy stuff because you think it's really popular, then it's probably too late because lots of other people are doing it. You need to be thinking about what is the next thing. But that's never easy to answer because if we knew that, we'd all be doing it. So what I'm encouraging you to do, particularly if you're a creative, is just carry on doing what you're doing, but learn about marketing, learn about branding, create your ideas, but stay true to yourself. That is the key message. Stay true to yourself. And if we focus back on some of the other things I talked about, like eBay, yes, you can make some money right now. You could probably, depending on your attitude toward things, you could probably sell a lot of stuff. You could probably, if you decided I want to move to the other side of the world, I want to go traveling, I want a completely different lifestyle. I've had 10, 15, 20 years working in a business. I got loads of nice stuff. I got a big television. I got all the stuff, but I'm going to, get rid of all that. You could probably generate a lot of cash through Gumtree, Craigslist, eBay, whatever, Spock, and sell all your stuff off. And you've got a massive nest egg, which you can then invest in yourself and start again. That is a great, viable way of doing it. You could sell your car, you could sell your house, but that's not for everybody. It really isn't. That's a massive, massive undertaking. So if you just think, I'll have a clear out, and you'll be surprised at how much stuff you'll find, you could probably make good amount of money at £1,000, £2,000. Relatively easy for just skimming around your house and just finding loads of stuff that you don't need and don't want anymore. That's a nice little start. That's a good start. But as I've said before, you'll hear this online, that's a genuine way to make money online, which it is, but it's finite. Once you've sold all that stuff, it's gone. You've sold all your resources, and then you've either got to keep going and keep going around the house and finding more and more stuff to do, which you may do. It might take 2 or 3 or 4 skims around the house, but you're reaching the law of diminishing returns there because you're going to get rid of smaller and smaller things or won't be generating as much money. So it is viable, but it's short term. Some of the other ones, like online trading and being a mechanical Turk, they require a lot of time. So you have to decide if that's what you're going to do, you're going to do it. It's portrayed, of course it's portrayed as something which is easy, because to a certain extent it is. But it's not easy if you're trying to make a living. Just like your job is your job. You go in and you spend your time, 10, 12, however many hours a day doing your job. If you decide that you're going to do something online, you have to devote a similar amount of time. You know, the adage, there's no such thing as a free lunch, really comes to mind. There's no such thing as easy money generation, because ultimately we'd all be doing it. The only real form of easy money generation seems to be from a lot of online marketers, guys selling people the dream of, come up to my £10,000 workshop and I will guarantee you, I will show the secrets of online money earning. And I'm guaranteeing you, most of it will be similar to this. It'll be, you get a glossy brochure and you'll be told how someone set up a site for affiliate marketing and within a year they were making $1.2 million. These things happen, but usually those people are right. It's a circularity. It's a pyramid scheme. They're telling you to buy their product, their overly priced product, which is just going to tell you the same information, which I've just given you for nothing. So be wary. I'm conscious that you're probably excited now to go away and use these 20 ways to make money online right away. And you can. Don't let me stop you. But always just bear in mind that if you've got a product and you're selling it on Etsy, and you can scale it and you can grow it, because that's the other issue I should have mentioned. You know, if you're selling stuff on Amazon or physical things, you've got to factor in time to make them. You've got to factor in time to get down to the post office to post them and replying to emails. It becomes a job. It's not easy. It's doable, but it's not easy. So just bear that in mind. There is no better time than now to escape and do things another way. The internet is an enabler through social contact, through meetings. And this is going to come up in next week's pod. I've already decided on the topic. So tune in next week to find out what it's about. But it's about this idea that connect with people. Create your own stuff. Be unique. Whatever your business is, whatever your app is, whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to create, be true to yourself, and that will see you through, because there are so many people out there copying now because they've heard on, through things on websites and perhaps through podcasts like this, that this is the way to do it. This is the way to do my art, because that's what people like. Music wise, everyone loves Ed Sheeran now. So everyone's going out there, getting a loop pedal and an acoustic guitar and writing, those kind of songs. Yeah, there'll be some other guys out there and they'll have a moderate amount of success. But the next big guy, the next big artist will not be another Ed Sheeran, for example. Will not be another Dale. It'll be something out of left field, because we all get tired as well. We all get saturated with experience. Think about all the things you've liked in your life and then maybe gone off a little bit and don't like as passionately as you maybe once did for a short period of time. It happens. We get bored. If you had to watch the same film over and over and again, you wouldn't love it as much. You want something new. So my message to you is be the new. I hope you found that useful. Love to hear your feedback. Please do contact us either through Twitter at more2this2. Subscribe to the Facebook group. Loads of stuff on there. Love to hear your questions and thoughts on the Facebook group. There is Another Way podcast. All it's left for me to do is say have an awesome week, and I will catch you later.